right, let's bring matters closer to home. And shocking allegations have surfaced regarding how women at the village of Mqhekezweni, that's in the Eastern Cape, are being forced to pay a protection fee to ensure that they are not victims of rape. Well, let's speak now to the chief of Abathembu. That's Chief Mandla Mandela, who speaks to us on the line. Mr. Mandela, thank you very much for your time. Are you aware of these allegations?
We are beginning to pick up such allegations, particularly arising in rural areas. What has become the norm is these protection fees in businesses, in particular in and around Mthatha. But we have seen an influx, particularly in the area of Mqhekezweni, of real fights that are emanating from there, which have gone to attacking kids and women in particular. And as a result, many families have fled their homes in and around Mqhekezweni, and women have been left to fend for themselves, and this is why they are now being forced to paying these protection fees.
Yeah, as traditional authorities in the villages, surrounding villages, what is being done to make sure that you stem the tide of this? Because if it is allowed to continue, it will be very difficult to stop it.
Well, first and foremost, in the nature of traditional authorities and traditional council, ours has always played a role in curbing civil matters. And all criminal elements we've always referred to the police station, and the nearest one here and the local court is at Biki Police Station. And this is where the real problem is for that community. If you know the area of Mqhekezweni, Vezo and Kunu, as far as Bazia, it is being serviced by one police station, which is Biki Police Station, which is utilized in the sense that they don't even have enough police or enough cars to police the entire area. Many calls have been made by traditional leaders for satellite station to be built in ensuring that we have real reinforcement in this area. So what we are seeing is a real shortage of policing forums and the staffing of police themselves in the area or that concerns Biki Police Station, and even the local court here in Biki is understaffed. And various ministers from Minister Lamola as well as Minister Tsere have come to have hearings here, but we are still looking for a meaningful intervention that will be able to curb crime in this area. Yeah,
this is but one of the other concerning crime trends, Chief Mandela. If I take you back to February this year, 7 young people were shot and killed in a mud house in the village of Kunu, and we all know who comes from Kunu in this country, and that is your grandfather. Talk to us about what you are observing here. Is that area, or are the surrounding villages where you live, because you are in the area of Mvezo? Talk to us about the crime trends that you are seeing emerging there, and is this a growing trend, you think?
It is absolutely a growing trend, and even Madiba's burial site in Kunu has not been left untouched. We have raided some houses that have actually gone inside the Mandela residence, where they've stripped all the poles off the fencing and stolen poles, and reported the matter to the police. As the family on our own, we've got almost about 25 cases that are sitting at Biki Police Station, which found material in certain homes, and there's no action that has ever been taken. But we have cases also from Mvezo Traditional Council where a woman was raped and murdered by 4 boys who were caught by the community, and they disclosed to the community to having raped and killed the woman, only to be left within a week sent back to the community without any prosecution undergoing the cause. So there is a real vulnerability of women and elderly women in particular. We have cases where a woman was hacked to death by the grandson, and the case was watered down only to see the grandson out on the streets within 3 days. There's another case of a woman that was hit with an axe in her head and was found with the axe still in her head. We had to rush her to hospital for her to be removed, that axe, and she survived and lives to tell her story. But the police have not done anything in intervening on behalf of those most vulnerable in society. And we plead with as traditional leaders in the area for a real meaningful intervention from the police, safety and security cluster, but also from the judiciary, that when such cases come through, they must make sure that they are able to deal with these cases and prosecute the perpetrators.
Thank you very much for your time, Chief Mandla Mandela.